Well, guys, it's been a while. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Phillies Hot Stove Media. And today we're going to be having a little baseball talk, right? I mean, it's been quite a while. I believe the last video I made was 2 days after we lost the World Series to the Houston Astros. And yes, I am alive. I've never taken such a long break from my channel ever. I really don't think. I mean, during the virus thing going on in 2020, I certainly went on some long stretches without making videos, but you know what? I just decided that, I just really needed to take time to focus on myself, focus on schoolwork. I just moved into a new house, I have a new job and everything, so, I'm, finishing up finals this week, so, my life has just been so crazy busy, and I appreciate everybody for being so cooperative. Now, guys, before getting into this video, please subscribe if you haven't yet, please turn engage the bell, please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. It's been a while since I've done that. It feels weird to be sitting back in this chair and making another video. I hope to get some content out, over the next couple weeks, and I was hoping to get this video actually done last week, especially last weekend, but I just ran out of time, and actually I was hoping to get this video done this Friday, but Thursday worked better for my schedule. I just had some time to get this video out, and I'm going to take advantage of it. So it has certainly been a busy offseason for the Philadelphia Phillies, and it's been a very busy offseason for the rest of Major League Baseball. And we've seen a couple of big names, especially the one big name signed with the Philadelphia Phillies, and that big name was shortstop Trea Turner. We got him! Trea Turner. I did not do a free agent prediction video for this offseason because, as I said, it did take some time off. But I was telling my friends, and I think I even hinted to it on here. Originally I was knocking down the idea. If y'all remember, I said, no way the Phillies are going to sign Trea Turner. I was laughing about it. I said, absolutely not. That report about him going out to the West Coast, I said, I tell you this right now, certainly he could have a preference to go back to the East Coast. The Dodgers throw a lot of money his way. I can't see him saying no. The Dodgers didn't do that, but another West Coast team did, and the San Diego Padres. They offered him $340 million plus. And he turned it down to sign an 11-year, $300 million contract with the Philadelphia Phillies. So 11 years, no opt-outs. He is married to the Philadelphia Phillies now with his counterpart, Bryce Harper. I think Bryce Harper was a big reason as to why Trea Turner decided to sign with the Philadelphia Phillies. We got another superstar to this already impressive offense. You got Kyle Schwarber, the NL home run gaining 46 tanks. You got Nick Castellanos, who definitely had a down year, but I have confidence that he could bounce back in 2023. You got Bryce Harper, who unfortunately will miss a majority of the first half of the 2023 season. Probably won't be back until the second half. But it's nice to have Trea Turner fit into this lineup, and the thing I like, he has some versatility. Of course, he is a shortstop. He's a darn good one for sure on the defensive side. During the 2021 season in the second half when he was traded over to the Los Angeles Dodgers along with teammate Max Scherzer, the Dodgers still had Corey Seager at that time. So that meant that Trea Turner actually played second base. So there's some versatility options there. Of course, Gene Segura is no longer with us. Of course, the option was declined. He is a free agent. Thank you for your service. But, how in the world can you pass up Trea Turner? Trea Turner, and this is a steal. He had an opportunity of surpassing Francisco Lindor for the highest paid shortstop in baseball. Of course, you heard the news yesterday. Carrasco had 13 years, $350 with the Giants, which is absolutely crazy. Not worth that. He's an overrated player. He's a team cancer. Yada, yada, yada. I could go on and on about that. But Trea Turner says a lot about him as a person. Of course, if you do factor in the high California taxes, the $340 million plus offer that he got, if you factor in those taxes, probably would have netted less from that contract than he would with the Phillies. But still, just think about that. You get to play in sunny San Diego, and yet you choose to play in Philadelphia. And as I said, I think Harper's a big reason as to why. I think they love playing with each other when they're in Washington. And they are back together once again. He reunites with Kyle Schwarber, a guy that he got to play with for half of the season in 2021. He reunites with the sitting coach Kevin Long. So there's a lot of good coming out of this. The relationship he has with hitting coach Kevin Long. When Kevin Long went out to LA, I believe that was in the division series in 2021 with the Dodgers and the Giants. Kevin Long went out and supported Trea Turner. That is how much they really like each other. So I really like that connection a lot. So that certainly bodes well with me. So Trey Turner is going to be an excellent addition to this offense, and it just seemed like a good fit. I'll be honest, it just seemed like a good fit. So another star player added to this offense. I mean, probably, if not the fastest, one of the fastest in the game. I mean, this guy absolutely flies. And he's just such a all-around, just a good baseball player. I mean, I don't really care so much about average. You guys know that. I've talked a lot about the OPS, and I kind of value that, as more of a higher stature than the batting average. But I mean, he has a career 302 batting average. Last year he hit 298 with 21 tanks. And get this, I mean, granted, he was in a lineup that won the most regular season games in their franchise history. Of course, we get knocked out in the first round, but that's a whole other story. But he had 100 RBIs for the Dodgers this past year. 100 RBIs. Which was a career high for Trey Turner. I mean, by a lot. I mean, his career high prior to that was 77 the year prior. As I said, I like the versatility. You can move Bryson Stott and Trey Turner around, flip them back and forth between short and second. I love that. So there's certainly a good amount of versatility. I don't know how they're going to play it. I think, honestly, that's how they're probably going to do it for a little while. But I really do like Bryson Stott's range at short. I think that he has a great potential to be a really, really good defender. But Trey Turner's proven it. Bryson Stott has not. So that's why I'm more inclined to put Turner at short and Stott at second. And the second question is, where do you bat him in the lineup? I mean, I lead off. I mean, and then the question is, where do you put Schwarber? And honestly, I was saying it pretty much more towards the tail end of the season. Bat Schwarber farther down in the lineup. I mean, this guy is the home run king, and he's just hitting Schwarber bombs left and right. I mean, look at the RBI total. I mean, he didn't get the top 100 RBIs because of the fact that he was hitting leadoff. You know what I mean? Think about it. If he would have been farther down the lineup, he would have driven in a lot of ducks. Let me just say that. A lot of ducks. But instead, if you bat him leadoff, a lot of solo tanks. And you expect that. You expect that when you bat a guy so far up in the lineup that's such a power hitter. So, Trey Turner, welcome to Philadelphia. I actually wanted to do a video last week just talking all about the Phillies signing Trey Turner, but it's all right. I could just kind of combine it into this one video. And the second move they also made last week was signing Taijuan Walker to a 4-year, $72 million contract. So a lot of the Scott Boras clients, Trey Turner, Taijuan Walker. I mean, Scott Boras has accumulated over $1 billion in contracts already this offseason. It's only December 15th. Think about that for a second. Over $1 billion. Let that sink in for a second, man. That is just absolutely crazy. Of course, Taijuan Walker, an all-star in 2021. He's a very black and white pitcher. He's either on or he's not. And he has kind of seemed to kind of fade in the second half of the season. That certainly is an issue, but health has not really been one of his major issues. And the New York Mets have always had health problems in their rotation with their former starter, Jacob deGrom, who's no longer with them, right? I mean, went to go sign with the Texas Rangers. How about that? I mean, that was a stunner. That was a stunner. I mean, I didn't expect him to go back to the Mets, but honestly, I kind of had a feeling he would go to Rangers. But just like, wow, like the fact that it actually happened. And they signed Justin Verlander. I mean, the old Justin Verlander. Yes, I understand is still at the top of his game, reigning AL Cy Young Award winner. I mean, but what stuff does he have left in the tank? And the same question could be asked for Max Scherzer, but this is not a New York Mets, I think they're overrated video. I mean, I guess that could be a whole nother video. I mean, my goodness gracious, but Taijuan Walker is definitely going to be a good fit in this rotation. I'm hearing that he's going to be the number 4 behind Ranger Suarez. We got Wheeler, Nola, Suarez, and Taijuan Walker. I mean, the number 5 certainly is still in question. Of course, Zach Eflin to the Tampa Bay Rays, Kyle Gibson to the Baltimore Orioles. No one expected Kyle Gibson to return to this team. But I did have a feeling maybe Zach Eflin could return, but he got a really good payday with the Tampa Bay Rays. Never would have given him that contract. Like 3 years, $40 million. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I never would have. I really, really like Zach Eflin a lot. Never would have given him that contract. I stand by that. I stand by that any day of the week. Taijuan Walker did finish the 2022 season with a 3.49 ERA. So, honestly, his numbers do border on maybe a 3-starter. Does have a career 3.89 ERA. And he's only 30 years old. So he's still relatively young enough. I mean, this is a pretty good deal. I mean, was it an overpay? Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a tad. But it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I just love it. We are not afraid to spend money. We are not afraid to spend money, and I can't see how this team won't get any better. I mean, certainly the path back to the World Series will not be easy. The Phillies also signed left-handed pitcher Matt Strahm to a 2-year contract. So he's going to be sliding into the bullpen. I do like the fact that he is a lefty. You could kind of pair this guy up with Jose Alvarado. Certainly he's no Jose Alvarado when it comes to the flame throwing and just the overall stuff. But certainly this guy is going to be a nice addition. It's certainly going to be a nice addition. So there's some other moves around Major League Baseball. As I said, very busy offseason. The New York Mets did lose Jacob deGrom, but they went out and signed Segna. They also went out and signed Verlander. So Verlander, as I said, getting up there in age, is the reigning AL Cy Young Award winner. But how much does he have left in the tank? I mean, if the Mets don't do this in the next 3 years, I mean, think about it. Scherzer. I mean, this is an older team. Of course, they did get Brandon Nimmo back. That was nice. But they also lose Chris Bassett to the Toronto Blue Jays. So, the Mets, I mean, kind of an interesting offseason for them. I don't really think it's the way they envisioned it, but certainly, I mean, they're still very good. I mean, they're still, making some moves. The Braves have been fairly quiet. They went out and traded for Sean Murphy the other day. Not really much out of them. So I've been kind of surprised. They've been pretty quiet. But I tell you, Aaron Judge back to the New York Yankees. Pretty much what I expected. Of course, John Heyman playing with our emotion, saying that he signed with the Giants, and turns out they didn't sign him. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, certainly life as an MLB reporter and as a sports reporter in general can certainly be difficult, but all right, it is your full-time job. It is your full-time job. The San Diego Padres whiff on Trey Turner. And then they go out and sign Xander Bogaerts just a few days later. So the Red Sox lose Xander Bogaerts. They probably just should have done him at the deadline just to get something back. Instead, they roll the dice by thinking they have a really good chance of re-signing him, and they miss out. And he goes to San Diego Padres. So, and Xander Bogaerts to another name. Padres still have to pay Juan Soto. I think the question that really has to be asked is, are the Padres going to keep Juan Soto? Because they just signed Xander Bogaerts. I mean, Manny Machado has an opt-out in his contract after next season. And the belief is if he really, I mean, he's already really performed well in this contract. If he has another good year next year, I think he might opt out. I think Dan Lozano, Manny Machado will decide to, I mean, certainly it's Manny Machado's decision ultimately, but I think that he will most likely opt out. And they're going to have to get him back. They just signed, Tatis to that major contract, in the 2021, before the 2021 season. So this is going to be very, very interesting, to see how this all works out, because they still have to pay Eric Hosmer a bunch of money, even though he's not on their team anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I don't really know how this is going to go for the Padres. I mean, they're not afraid to spend money. They're not really in the biggest market. But I tell you, over the last 5-6 years, they have really started to open up their wallet and spend. As I said, I mean, another big splash on the West Coast. Carlos Correa, 13 years, $350 with the Giants. Never would have given him that. He's a team cancer. He's an overrated player. I don't really see all that hype is about him. I mean, he defends the Astros cheating. Oh my gosh, I love the Astros. I stand by the Astros. And then when the money isn't there, he leaves. So what do you call that? A traitor. Certainly, I would have done the same exact thing. I mean, of course, it's all about the money, and can you blame him? Of course, I'm not blaming him. But don't be talking all this loyalty and all this respect for the cheaters, and then when you get some money more, elsewhere, then you're out. See you later. I just don't like fake people like that. That doesn't really bode too well with me. That's a me player. And I really like Trey Turner's attitude. I mean, he's excited to be here. You heard him talk about it in the press conference. So, Dave Dombrowski is not done. I can tell you that much. So, guys, thanks for watching this video. I apologize for being gone for so long. I know a lot. I got a lot of texts on the hotline from Ethan and other people. I got DMs on Instagram. Where are you? We miss you. And I'm really flattered by that. So, thank you to everybody. I just, life has been crazy. This has been one of the busiest times of my life. Appreciate all the support. Hope to be back pretty soon. I don't really know how often I'll be making videos, but I mean, certainly it's not going to be, I don't think I'm going to be taking another month off. That I could tell you. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't not yet. Please turn the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies Hot Stove Media, Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at BeyondStoveMedia. Card text 267-225-3392. Email me, PhilliesHotStoveMedia@gmail.com. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later. Let's go Phils. Nice to be back. I'll see you guys.